Sometimes in calculus, when we want to take the derivative, we're going to have two separate functions multiplied together. When this happens, what we can do is use something called the product rule to take the derivative. By definition, we know that d over dx, the derivative of f of x times g of x, is going to equal the derivative of the first, so f prime of x, times the second, g of x, and we're going to add this to the first, f of x, times the derivative of the second, g prime of x. So if we were to put this in example form, let's say we have y is equal to 2x plus 1 times x to the third. So in order to find y prime, what we want to do is we want to take the derivative of the first, so that's just going to be 2, times the second, which is x to the third, plus the first function, which is 2x plus 1, times the derivative of the second, which is 3x squared. When we go ahead and simplify this out, we're going to be left with 2x to the third plus 6x to the third plus 3x squared, which is equal to 8x to the third plus 3x squared. So that was how you do it for the product rule. But just to make sure that you believe me, let's go ahead and multiply these two functions through, and let's just use the power rule. So we know that if we just multiply them through, y would equal 2x to the fourth plus x to the third. So just using the power rule, we would be left with y prime is equal to 8x to the third plus 3x squared. We can see here that doing it using the power rule and doing it using the product rule, we achieved the same answer. So this definition up here is the product rule when you have two functions multiplied together.